Hi everyone, this is Darren with SimNation. The regular season was wild, but these playoffs, absolutely insane. We are officially down to the final two teams in the WWPF. The unstoppable undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the high-flying, upset-minded Atlanta Falcons for all the glory. But before we break down what might be one of the better championship matchups from a passing perspective in recent history, we have to look back at how we got here. Hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and let's dive into the playoff recap. Let's start in the divisional round, where the offenses came out swinging. In the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons absolutely dismantled the Minnesota Vikings 49-13, largely on the arm of Lee, who went 33 of 36 for 403 yards and 3 touchdowns, finding Herman 11 times for 168 yards. DWK and the New York Giants pulled off a massive nail-biter, edging out the Los Angeles Rams in a tight 30-27 battle. Perryman was the main star in this one, going 29 of 59 for 357 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions, even though Cagle had one of his better games in the losing effort with 6 catches for 140 yards and 1 touchdown. But over in the AFC, defense was completely optional. The Pittsburgh Steelers showed exactly why they went 16-0, winning an absolute track meet against Kevin and his New York Jets 59-31. Payne was on main display once again, going 23 of 42 for 587 yards with 7 touchdowns, finding Plummer 7 times for 173 yards and 1 touchdown. In the game of the weekend, the Oakland Raiders upset Shark and his New England Patriots 39-38 in a game that came down to the absolute wire. Johnson was the main determining factor in this one, going 29 of 36 for 353 yards and 3 touchdowns, finding Napier 8 times for 129 yards and 2 touchdowns. That brought us to the conference championships, where we saw the New York Giants facing the Atlanta Falcons in the NFC and the Oakland Raiders facing the Pittsburgh Steelers in the AFC. The Giants tried to bring their grit to Atlanta, but the Falcons' firepower was too much as Atlanta punched their ticket to the title game with a solid 35-27 victory, despite Perryman going 45 of 59 for 410 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Atlanta's Herman caught 8 catches for 126 yards and 1 touchdown. And then there were the Steelers. If anyone thought the Raiders' magic would continue, Pittsburgh slammed the door shut, winning 63-34. The Steelers hung 63 points in a conference championship game. Dominant doesn't even cover that. Payne again showed up in a major way, going 37 of 45 for 586 yards and 7 touchdowns, finding Colby Tolliver 5 times for 158 yards and 1 touchdown. So here we are, the championship game. We have the National South champion, the NFC South champion Atlanta Falcons facing the undefeated AFC North champion Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's break down the tail of the tape. Atlanta comes in at 14-2. They boast an absolute powerhouse offense, averaging 38.4 points and 464.3 total yards per game. That makes them the number 2 best offense, scoring offense in the league, and also the number 3 best passing offense in the league. Their defense is definitely no slouch. They are the number 4 ranked scoring defense, the number 3 ranked total defense, and they boast the number 2 ranked passing defense. The team is driven by Lee, who has been throwing darts all year long. He threw for 3,507 yards and 33 touchdowns during the regular season. One of his favorite targets is Vincent Allison, who caught 120 passes for 1,400 yards and 14 touchdowns. But don't sleep on Reed. Reed had a monster season, and he's the person who honestly keeps the defenses honest against Lee. And he can grind out the tough yards when they need to. He rushed for 1,162 yards and 4 touchdowns. but staring them down across the field is an absolute monster. The Pittsburgh Steelers are 16-0. Perfect. They lead the league with a mind-boggling 40.1 points per game and 481.1 total yards per game. That makes them the top scoring offense in the league, the second best total offense in the league, and the number one passing offense in the league. The only weak point is their defense has not been quite up to standard. They rank 30th in the league in passing defense, 21st against the run, 30th in total defense, and 17th in scoring defense. Between elite quarterback Jesse Payne, who set the league season record for passing with 7,225 yards and 72 touchdowns this season, he is able to find at least 4 different wide receivers at any given time, led by Colby Tolliver, who caught 107 passes for 1,762 yards and 19 touchdowns. Don't sleep on Durand. He is able to change the pace of the game, and especially out of the backfield, catching the ball. He only rushed 514 yards and 5 touchdowns, but Pittsburgh has been known to throw curveballs in playoff games, and you may very well see Durand running the ball on this one. The overall series goes to Pittsburgh, who's 9-6 against Atlanta. These two teams have not met in a championship game before. So how does each team hoist the trophy? Here are my keys to winning. For Atlanta, they need to survive the shootout. You aren't going to shut Pittsburgh down. You just have to outscore them. Lee needs to match Payne throw for throw. Number 2, control the clock with Reed. Reed has to eat up the turf and keep the Steelers offense on the sideline. If they can't do that, it's going to be a long afternoon. Number 3, force just one mistake. Pittsburgh is a machine. They don't make many mistakes, especially Payne. He's only thrown 2 interceptions on the year. The Falcons' defense needs to force at least one key turnover in the red zone to swing the momentum. For Pittsburgh, feed Tolliver. Tolliver is an elite wide receiver who is a game changer. If they can get the ball to him over and over, he will take over the game and help Payne complete many of his passes. Keep the foot on the gas is number 2. Do exactly what you did against the Raiders. Do not play conservative. Keep scoring. Number 3 is get pressure on Lee. Make the Falcons quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. If he has time, he will find the holes in the secondary. And let's face it, with Pittsburgh's passing defense this season, there have been a lot of holes. This is going to be one of those games that's an offensive showcase. Both teams are incredibly talented, but it is so hard to pick against a team that has literally not lost a game all year. However, I'm going to do it. The Steelers are scoring at a historic pace, but so is Atlanta, and Atlanta has a defense. Pittsburgh does not. I think Pittsburgh will put up a hell of a fight, but I think Atlanta finishes the season with 15 wins and gives the Steelers their first loss of the season. My prediction, Atlanta 45, Pittsburgh 38. I'm predicting the Falcons take the title with a 45-38 victory over the Pittsburgh Steelers, probably getting the first win I think since Noah was here. So that will be a major win for them. But what do you guys think? Can Atlanta pull off the upset and ruin the perfect season, or is Pittsburgh destined for greatness this year? Let me know your score predictions in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our post-game breakdown. I'll catch you guys in the next one. As always, thank you for your time and thank you for your support of this channel.